I thought we moved it. It was, a frustrating night from that standpoint. It's 2 games in a row where it just wasn't dropping from 3. And, I thought we competed pretty hard defensively to hang in. We're only down 1 1/2. And it's unfortunate, the way we defended the out-of-bounds plays late. Gave them 6 points. I mean, I think that was the game right there. They blew the game open. To give credit for that. They executed.
Ben, right up here, Coach.
Coach, I know that foul trouble had a lot to do with Chris. I mean, just to kind of be on the road. Did Wisconsin do anything differently against him? I know he missed some shots.
They worked hard guarding him. I mean, they were physical. They were chasing him around. No help. But truthfully, I mean, that's kind of what he gets every game. But I thought that they were really paying attention to him and made it hard for him. He hit the 1-3, and then he missed a couple bunnies he normally makes. I think that weighs on you a little bit. We just got to keep it positive.
Right up front here,
Chaz.
please.
Do you want me to wait for the mic?
Yeah, please, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Fran, just curious, did you see anything you liked out there from your team, or were you just kind of searching for the right combination, just never hit it, or walk me through your mindset as you saw the shots keep missing?
That's part of the game, I think, in some ways. So what you want to see is continued effort defensively, which I thought we had until the very end, when we broke down a couple times. But they run really good stuff, so at some point they're going to have open guys. I mean, it's action with counters, with continuous screening and so forth. So it's not an easy offense to defend, but I thought we were pretty locked in. We were fighting them. We were right there. It was 39-36. We had an open 3. We missed it. Missed a couple rebounds we normally would get. We didn't really turn it over that much. You look at the numbers. It comes down to one stat line. Now it's not like they killed it either. Because it can't be an excuse for us and not for them, because they're normally a much better 3-point shooting team with the guys they got. I mean, they have some really good 3-point shooters, and they haven't made them in the last 2 games. Well, at least the CJ did last game. The other guys made a few.
Jeff in the back.
Frank, Wall has had 2 good games against you this year. He's had a tough year with the injury now, but I don't know if he's a matchup problem a little bit for you guys, but what did he do tonight that gave you guys?
Well, I think the thing that he did well was I think he really stepped up when Crowell got in foul trouble. I think that was important for them. So you got to give him credit there. But he's a versatile guy. He's not really a true 4. He played a lot of guard in high school and brings it down. He can go off the bounce. About the only thing that's lacking in his game is a consistent 3-point shot, and he'll make some. But he's very effective. And the other thing is, he plays defense. You got to give him credit. A lot of guys that are scoring and rebounding, they don't defend. He does.
Right over here, Coach.
Coach, you mentioned how Wisconsin didn't hit many 3-pointers in this game, but they were 21 of 30 inside the paint, an area where they haven't necessarily been as good. What did you see from them offensively there, and where were the improvements?
Well, they do what they always do. I mean, the guys are cutting to the front of the rim. They got a couple. Chucky got around one time on a wraparound, and he got a layup. CJ got to the rim the one time on a closeout. So those are, and then you got 2 guys that are a handful in there. Crowell and Wall. Crowell was better in the second half. Wall was good in both halves. But I think they might have a reputation as being, more of a 3-point shooting team than they really are. They score all over the place. They hit pull-ups, they hit back cuts, they cut to score, and they got a lot of different guys that can score. So, they're hard to guard, and they're going to make you guard for the whole time.
We have 2 more questions for Coach. Todd in the back, please.
Your press seemed essentially efficient in the first half.
It was not in the second half.
Where did you see that breakdown, I guess?
I thought 2 things. I thought they were you know, making a concerted effort to attack it a little bit more, and then we were not anticipating, we were sort of reacting. You know, when you're pressing, you know, obviously you're exposing more areas of the floor, and that's why a lot of coaches won't press, because all you're doing is giving the other team more space. But if you're gonna press, you've got to read body language, you've got to read where people are cutting to, where you think they're cutting to, and get some deflections and get a couple steals. You can't just rely on them to throw it away. This is not a team that typically does that. I think we all know that. So I just thought we may be a little back on our heels a little bit more than we should have been. If you're gonna press, you gotta go after people.
We got one more, the final question right up front here.
Just speak loudly, Chad.
Just, I mean, with things just, you know, couldn't find anything today, do you look at maybe going deeper in the bench next game, or do you feel, did you
That's a
think about that
possibility.
today?
I think we have to evaluate fatigue.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Chris, you know, he didn't play much in the first half. You know, I thought Patrick was fresh. I thought, you know, I had AU out for a while. I mean, I thought the guys, from an energy standpoint, were fine. But, you know, maybe going a little bit deeper in the bench, you know, just to maybe give you, you know, something else, another look perhaps. And that's pretty much the guys I've been going with. They're the veteran guys. It's typically, as you come down the stretch, who you stick